Hey, what's up, fam? Welcome back. I'm Kayla, your host, where I'm sharing my faith, encouraging you through God's word, and connecting with my fam. And before we get this video popping, hey, like, comment, share, subscribe. You can't keep watching the videos and not subscribing. Like, why you gonna keep watching it? Just go ahead, boop, hit the subscribe button. So thank y'all for joining me for another video. So let's get right on to it. This one, we're going to be reading out of Genesis 3. So, by the title, you already know what I'm talking about. We talking about my girl Eve. We talk about the fall. We taking it all the way back. So, when I said all the way back, I'm talking about the beginning of creation. We're going to Genesis. That's the first book of the Old Testament. Just, I'm being patient with everybody, because I didn't know at one point. So, Genesis 3. I'm gonna read you a little. I'm gonna try not to be very long-winded. I just want you to get the context of what I'm about to talk about. All right. Now, the serpent was more crafty than any of the wild animals the Lord had made. He said to the woman, "Did God really say you must not eat from any tree of the garden?" The woman said to the serpent, "We may eat fruit from the trees in the garden, but God did say you must not eat fruit from the tree that is in the middle of the garden. You must not touch it, or you will die." "You will not certainly die," the serpent said to the woman, "for God knows that when you eat from it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil." When the woman saw that the fruit of the tree was good for food and pleasing to the eye, and also desirable for gaining wisdom, she took some and ate. And then she also gave some to her husband, and we know the rest of how that went. But I wanted to talk about, because I see so many, I guess, sermons and so many people like, Eve messed it up. God just asked her to do one thing. God didn't ask you to do much, Eve. Like, it was so simple. Don't eat from the tree. And that is so easy for us to say. That is so easy for everybody to sit here and be like, it's all Eve's fault. We could have lived forever. She got kicked out of the garden. All she had to do was not eat the tree, and she would have been fine. All she had to do was obey God. And we sitting here disobeying God every day, right? All she had to do was listen to God, and we sit here and like block out what he's saying every day, right? All she had to do, he gave her a commandment, follow it. He gave us commandments, and we reject him every day, right? So that's the funny part, and that's why I'm not even mad at Eve. And you're like, what? Like, how could you not be? We could have lived forever. First off, Jesus Christ is my Savior. I accepted him as my Lord. I'm gonna live forever. Point blank, period. I've surrendered my life to Christ. So stop getting out of the mindset we could have lived forever. Christians, why do you think you're not gonna live forever? What do you mean, YOLO? You only, what that mean? You only live once. What is you talking about? Anyway, we ain't getting into that. But why I'm not mad at Eve? Let's go back. I read it a little fast just to give you the context, and let's break it apart. So the serpent, more crafty. We know that he was slick with it, So he came to her. The first thing I want to address is, this is the part I don't understand, okay? Because I'm here trying to defend my girl Eve. The only question I'm going to ask her when we get to heaven is, why are you talking to him? Like, and I can't even ask that. Because if I ask her, why are you talking to him? She could ask me, why you was talking to every snake you dated? And I would be like, ooh, you right, Eve. So I can't even ask her that. But anyway, he said to the woman, "Did God really say you must not eat from any tree in the garden?" So he kind of tested her. He kind of baiting, like, let's see where she at. Like Satan does with us now. Let's see. Did God really say he's going to fulfill that? Did he really say he was going to come through with that? Like, he trying to see where you at in your faith. He trying to see where you at in your walk before he really just come in and try to destroy, because that's what he does, steal, kill, and destroy. So he got to see where you at first before he come in and, with his little plan or whatever. And the woman said to the serpent, "We may eat fruit from the trees in the garden, but God did say you must not eat fruit from the tree in the middle of the garden, and, you must not touch it or you'll die." So she told him, like, this is what I know. This is what my God instructed me. Like, the word is what we live by. This is what God instructed us. So it's just like us telling Satan, this is what God instructed. We give him the rundown. He gonna hit her with, "You will not certainly die." So just a little bit, like, I mean, you're gonna die, but come on, like, you really worried about dying? You just gonna die, but not die. What that means, Satan? And you know what I think? It makes so much sense now. Hindsight is 2020. People have said that my whole life, and it makes so much sense. Reading that reminds me of when I sin, right? Because I'm not dying physically, but when I sin, everything else is a death. Like, it's so hard to explain if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you don't maybe have a conviction, if you think, I mean, I sin all the time and I don't see anything of it. When you surrender your life to Christ and the Spirit dwells in you and you have a conviction, when you sin, it's like a death. It's like, I can't hear from God temporarily. I don't have value temporarily. This is what I'm thinking in my head. It's like a living death. It's like I'm walking around here fine. My heart rate is 72. That's in normal ranges. Everything's in normal ranges. My vital signs are good, but I'm not alive. So he was right. You will not certainly die. You're just gonna die like in everything else. Like, you're gonna be breathing like how I'm talking now, but everything else is just gonna be destruction. So that's kind of true. I thought that was interesting. For God knows that when you eat from it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil. Eve was already like God. She's the first woman. I just want to throw that out there. She walked with God. So he challenged her in that, and she didn't even think of it. She didn't even hit him back with, what you mean I'll be like him? I'm the first woman. I was made in his image. I'm already like him. I talk to him every day. Skirt. She wasn't thinking like that. She was thinking how we do. So Eve wanted something, right? That's the whole point I'm trying to make in this video, why we shouldn't be mad at Eve, why I'm not mad at Eve. Eve wanted something. It says, go down. Verse 6, when she saw that the fruit was good, pleasing to the eye, and desirable for gaining wisdom, she took some and ate it. Eve wanted wisdom, right? So instead of going to God and saying, the most wise of them all, like, hey, Father, excuse me, can I have some wisdom for this season in my life, for where you're taking me, for where I am now, for what you think I need to know, Lord? I need your wisdom. Instead of doing that, she does what we do every day. She went to the wrong place to get it. Me personally, I wanted affection. I wanted intimacy. I didn't have that a lot growing up. Instead of saying, God, I want an intimate relationship with you. Jesus, please fulfill me. Fill those holes. Meet me in my lonely places. Help me surrender that to you so you can fill me up. I didn't do that. I didn't go to the Father with that. I went to the world. I sinned. That's what most of my sin was done, because I was looking for the wrong things, the right things in the wrong places. There's nothing wrong with wisdom. Eve wanted wisdom. There's nothing wrong. That's amazing. Solomon asked for it and got. She was looking for the wrong places for it. There's nothing wrong with me wanting affection and intimacy. That is beautiful. That's amazing. I went to the wrong places looking for it. There's nothing wrong with you wanting to feel valuable and cared about, but where are you going looking for it? You want to feel like you have some type of authority. Where are you going to look for it? You want power. Where are you going looking for it? You want validation. Where are you going and looking for it? You want stability. Where are you going and looking for it? You're mad at Eve because she wanted wisdom. In case some people didn't know, she wanted something, and instead of casting her cares to the Lord, instead of confessing it to her Father, instead she talked to him every day. They walked together. Instead of her saying, hey, I want wisdom, can you give me that? She went to the wrong places. We do it every day. We do it all the time, y'all. I'm not even mad at your chick. I did it for years. I've been catching myself doing it for the last couple weeks. Wanted intimacy, wanted validation, wanted someone to fill a hole. And instead of going to God and Jesus, I went to the things of this world. Instead of going to God and Jesus with the things we want, you do the same thing I do. We do the same thing Eve do. We went to the wrong places. God can fulfill. God will fulfill. Give you everything your heart desires that matches his will. Like the things I just described: intimacy, affection, wisdom, peace. You want peace. Instead of going to God, you go to drugs, sex, music. Sometimes you're like, whoa, I can listen to music. This is what I'm trying to get you to understand. If you're listening to their music and you're putting it above a relationship with God, above talking to God of peace, you're idolizing music. You're trying to get your peace from that music. You'll never get your peace from that music. You have to get it from him. He has to give you that peace. Okay? Anything you can think of, like if I just missed a couple things, you know, I'm sorry, but anything you can think of that you've been choosing over God, you did the same thing Eve did. She sinned, and you blame her for the fall of man, which she did. It was a fall of man, but don't be so quick to point the finger when we do it every day. Eve did it one time, and she made one of the biggest mistakes of her life, and God redeemed it. We do it every day. We choose things over God every day. We say, no, God, I got it, I'll take care of it. And we go into the world looking for things that he wants to give us every day. So I ain't even mad at her. If anything, I just relate to it so much. And y'all should too. If you can just ask God to, you know, do a work in your heart and surgery on your heart to see those things that you really want, but you're not taking to him, you do it every day. So give my girl Eve a break, okay? You do the same thing every day, okay? Eve just wanted some wisdom. You want power, you want love, you want peace, you want affection, you want all that. I want all that. We don't go to God for it every time, and we should. Every single time, go to God first, y'all. So that's all I had to say. Chill out on my girl Eve. It's not that serious, okay? We all gonna spend the time together in heaven. We gonna, you know, gather around and sing and love each other and stuff. But, you know, chill out on my girl Eve. But with all jokes aside, thank y'all for watching another video. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Tell me what you think. But thank y'all, and I love y'all.